Hello, it is Godson Gumba. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So, in my last video, I was talking about how my nerves reacted. So, this actually happened because my immunity had gone so low. My WBCs had gone to as low as 2. And at this point, I was told that it was not actually easy for me to be given chemo at that particular time. So, I had to skip for another 2 weeks so that my immunity could at least boost a bit. And remember, when I'm being postponed for 2 weeks, this time I was not even able to eat. My throat was could not allow food to pass through. So it was going back home to take porridge and water, maybe blend fruits, which was not even easy again for me to take because anything that had sugar, salt could not pass through my throat. So at this time, on my left side of my cheek, this side, some small swellings started to form, and my friends, this was another terrible affair because these things could at any time, anywhere, any point, they could just start being so painful to a point whereby you just scream, you cry, and not just crying, you cry out loud because it is so painful. So this actually lasted for about 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and remember, this pain it comes from nowhere. From nowhere, you just start feeling something moving across your cheeks. That is this side. It moves from here, so it moves at a very slow rate. It's a pain that lasts for about 1 minute. So the pain moves from this point slowly up to my back side of the head, or rather the neck. So for this 1 minute is it's about just screaming and crying and wailing, but there's nothing you can do. It's just crying. Nothing you can do, completely nothing, because even the medication that I was given to at least clear the pain did not help at all. So it was just me and my God. So I persevered this for about 3 weeks, and at night, at times, when you're asleep at night, from nowhere, the pains just come. You wake up, start crying or screaming. So I just had to get, just to accept that is part of life, crying every time, even when you're just walking, you're just on your own walking, from nowhere, you just start crying. So I had to accept it as part of my life, and at any given time, did I ever know that at some point the pain will disappear? Because from what I was feeling, there was no improvement of this at all, because the swellings were just there. Nothing was improving, or there was completely nothing. So I had to accept that it is part of my life. So as I've told you, that lasted for about 3 weeks. Then afterwards, the rates at which the pains were coming started reducing from about intervals of around 30 minutes to about 2 days or so. So it went on like that. Then at some point, it stopped. But even if it had stopped, remember, the other side effects were still at bay. Like the skin around my neck had completely peeled off. It was red, as some of you may have seen in the other video that I posted. My neck region became so red. So at that point, it was just me and my God. Then again, this chemo has as I continue the chemo, my condition became worse and worse every day. And the only thing I was taking at that time was only water. So at times when you come out from chemo, you get home, it is also crying like the entire night, crying. You cannot eat. You feel like you are nauseated every time. Then this went on for the entire period that I was going through the treatment. It was just, it was a matter of life and death. Because at some point you cannot even get out of the bed on your own. You just sleep like all night, all day. You feel like dying is an option. But I just want to say that what I think what made me stronger was prayers, because at this point I was so prayerful. And again, people around me, that is family members, they were just praying for me that I get better. Even strangers, I was getting messages like each and every time in my phone, people praying for me. And I think prayers worked miracles. Because, guys, chemo is like poison in the body. And that's why at some point I was told that whenever I get out of that bed, that is the hospital bed, whenever I get out from chemo, what I need to do is drink plenty and plenty of water, so that this actually aids in flushing out the chemo. Like when you get water, when you take water, like every time, you tend to go for short calls or urinate frequently. So this flushes out the chemo, because when chemo remains in your body, it becomes toxic, and it might end up damaging like the kidneys, the liver, the lungs. It is so nasty. So I went on like that for a very long time. Remember, this treatment took. I started treatment back in April, and it went on for about 4 to 5 months, up to around August, September. There, that is when I was through with the treatment. But all in all, it was a nasty affair. Very nasty and very painful. So, guys, I just want to tell you that cancer is not a joke, and actually, that is majorly, or rather, the purpose as to why I decided to maybe be making these videos for you, just to encourage or inspire somebody somewhere, because I believe I'm a living testimony. When you see me sitting here and talking to people today, it is God, and it is a testimony that I have. When I was going for these treatments, I used to see people coming out like from the hospital completely down. Some are very old, some are young. Actually, cancer has no age limit. It has no age limit, and there are so many types of cancers. That is, the people I met in the hospital, we became like friends with some of them, and whenever we were maybe sharing our experiences, I think, or I just think that I saw myself as if I was better off, though when this treatment were going on, at some point I was feeling like maybe other people are better, far much better than me. But all in all, we just had to be strong and always to be prayerful and always remember that God is there, and He has a purpose for us all. So for today, let me leave it at that point, and I still have much to offer you. Even after I'm through with my story, I'll be getting you more stories that is still to do with cancer patients. I'll be giving you these stories like there are so many patients with cancer outside here. We'll be interacting with them, we'll talk. I'll get to show you or to tell you what people are going through outside here with the cancer. So guys, for today, let me leave at that point. Remember to subscribe, like and comment. Thank you. Bye bye.